this room. I thank you for welcoming me so lovingly and so openly, and I'm really excited to do this. I had no idea what you guys were looking for, where you are, where to start from, and where we're going. So let me just take a little bit of spin off from what Cindy said in terms of my introduction. I am a scientist. I am a chemist. I know chemistry inside out. I love physics. I love chemistry. It's like that's what I was designed to do. And I did get my doctorates in physical chemistry, graduated at the age of 26, and was on a very steep career path at Polaroid Corporation before it closed down back in 19... I loved my job. Loved it, loved it, loved it. The people that I worked with were just so open. It was a very familial-based environment. It was utopia in terms of industrial working experience. And I was able to use my chemistry and my love for art. I love to integrate different things. So I was happier than a kid in a candy shop. Then I met the love of my life, my current husband, James. And we got married 5 months later and relocated from Boston to New Jersey. He also is a chemist, and we started a family right away. I surprisingly willingly gave up my utopic employment, which I was earning quite a bit of money. I was taking care of my parents also. I was the oldest child. I was doing everything that I loved to do, and I was incredibly productive. I dropped that for my husband, which there was no regrets. He's just the best guy in the whole world. Started my family, and I lost my identity. I lost who I had connected with. I was at home all the time now. I had 3 children. I was away from my home. I couldn't take care of my parents as I wanted to. I didn't have the social interaction. I wasn't on the top of my game per se, yet still, one thing I value more than anything else is being the matriarch of my home, raising my children, taking care of my household. So that was okay, yet still there was a void there. So I was in the throes of how do I reinvent myself? And that is when I said, okay, I love science, I love teaching, I love people. Let me start developing curriculum, writing science and math curriculums for underprivileged students, for minority students, especially women in science, and for everybody who thinks they cannot do science, which everybody can do, but we're conditioned to believe that we cannot. It's just this hard thing per se. And so I decided to do that, and I started my own education consulting firm while I was in Princeton, New Jersey. And that was a very, very successful venture. And I ran at the pace that I'm used to running, which is 22 hours out of a 24-hour day. So I was just in heaven. I knew how to do what I was doing, and it was wonderful. And my husband got a transfer to Charlotte, and that's where we ended up maybe about 16 years ago now. And I've loved the ride ever since. I've loved the ride ever since. While here in Charlotte, I got the itch not to do my own stuff at home anymore. I really enjoy the people interaction, and I wanted to go back and teach and do what I've been doing, but more in a formal situation. And I was hired as an adjunct professor at UNC Charlotte. I did that for a couple years, and I got the opportunity to become a visiting professor of chemistry at Davidson College. Loved that opportunity. Actually, both university settings I just thrived and loved. And as you probably all know, Davidson is such a quaint place. The students are ideal. You can't get any better than that. It was easy. It was just so easy for me. And I realized there was part of me that was not being expressed. And that's the coaching part of me. That's the part of me that wants to include everybody or encourage everybody to become their best, to stretch yourself. Yes, you can. It's the coach in me to do that. I was not able to deliver that at Davidson College. Guess why? They're too smart. They know that already. You know, all I do is to get up and lecture and put a whole bunch of equations on the board and give an assignment, and they go off and do it, and they do it on their own. It's too easy. So So there was a big part of me that was not being expressed. And I had to make the seemingly insane, ridiculous choice to leave Davidson College. And not only leave Davidson College, to apply for a job, and here's my fellow coworker over there, DeAndrea, as a teacher, a chemistry teacher at Mallard Creek High School. Why in the world would I choose to leave Utopia to work with high school students? It did not make any sense to me at the time, but I listened to that small, still voice inside, and it was one of the most beneficial and rewarding experience I have had in my entire tenure of 20, 30 years of working. I value it greatly. I was there for 3 years. 3 years later, can we just introduce DeAndrea for a moment?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We didn't get a chance to do that.
Hi, I'm DeAndrea.
And tell her what we want to know. Tell her what we want to know.
I met DeAndrea at Mallard Creek High School. She's also a science teacher. And we were both terminated at the same time about a year and a half ago. This is CMS, and as probably most of you know, CMS has its issues. And I'm putting it in a positive term. So once again, I'm faced with a dilemma, and I'm putting the term dilemma not as a negative thing, but here I am again in transition. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a good reason. Everything, even loss, even pain, even death, even the things we quote unquote call negative, it is for a good reason. For me, that good reason was for me to stop and to rest. Remember I said I run 22 hours out of a 24-hour day, consistently, ever since I was probably, 16, 17 years old, to now I'm almost a half a century old. And that's the pace that I ran at. That's the pace I was addicted to. And God said, if you're not gonna take care of yourself, I will make you take care of yourself. So I stopped. And at the same time, my mother was terminally ill. I took care of her in the home around the clock. My husband travels. I have 3 children, and still dealing with high school. And it just became a little bit too much. And I was very grateful for that opportunity to stop and to listen. So not only did I have the opportunity to stop and rest and be uncomfortable, I also had the opportunity to reassess, what is it I need to be doing? I thought I knew what I needed to be doing. I was contributing incredibly great at the high school, loved all the kids, and they loved me. It was wonderful. It was a win-win situation. What is it I really need to be doing? What is it I really do? Can you guys relate?
But we can't answer you.
Please tell me, what is it I need to be doing? During that moment, I had, pardon? And thank you for saying that. What is it I love? I had a very difficult time identifying what it is I love because I'm so used to giving to other people. I love to give. Well, you know what, Yvette? That's not enough. What is it that you love? What is it that you were designed to do? What is it that you need to do right now? What is it and what's holding you back from doing it? Is it the finances? Yeah. Is it fear? Yeah. Is it resources in terms of who do I contact? How, y'all? Is it was a whole slew of different things. And it gave me time to just be quiet and just reflect. And during that still time I take every single day, and I'm learning to be guilt-free to do it, the answers are coming very slowly. And you know what it is I really want to do? I want to be able to do what I'm going to attempt to do today with you guys. So I thank you for allowing me to do this. I volunteered to give this workshop. It's the first time I'm doing it, so I'm a little bit nervous, and it's a little bit rocky, it might be a little bit rough, but I'm taking the step of faith to do it. I'm going to do it.
Let us applaud you.
So, as I wrote in the bio, and as Cindy read, one of the things I of the things I find myself doing all the time is helping people and helping myself to be better, to get beyond certain blocks. How the heck do you marry those two seemingly incongruent circles? What is that Venn diagram going to look like?